What is good, y'all? I haven't done a video in a very long time. It's been like a year and a half. But yeah, life has just been lifing. But I want to say that I'm back. I'm back to doing videos and things like that. I want to stick around. I want to keep, talking about music and things like that. But this is my first time having a movie review, like, I mean, on camera at least. I've talked about movies before and done things like that in other shows and things like that, but for my own stuff, this is my first time doing it on camera. And yeah, I can't wait to talk about this movie, Obsession. Curry Barker, I think he's like 26 years old. He's legit. He's a video editor. He's a great director, producer. He is insane. The way that he did this movie was just insane. It's a low budget movie. I think it's like 750K. I think that's what the budget was. And then as of today, I'm recording this Sunday morning. I think the box office is like 16 mil, which is great, like actually insane for an indie project like this. And I just want to say that this movie absolutely floored me. Like, and I can't wait to see it again in this upcoming week because it's not even like a groundbreaking story or anything like that. It's stories that we've seen plenty of times before in like TV and film, where it's like, oh, there's an item that like it can grant you a wish, and the wish will literally like kind of ruin your life, basically. And the obsession thing, we seen that over and over again, but the way that they did it was just immaculate to me. And what really stood out is just the performances between Michael Johnson, I think he plays Bear, and then Indy, I don't know how to say her last name, Navarrete. I know I'm butchering that. I am sorry, but those two did their thing. But specifically Indy, who played Nikki, wow. Like that was insane. That was a performance that I hadn't seen since like Mia Goth and Pearl or X, really. Both of them really stood out. But this is gonna be some light spoilers because, if you haven't seen it, then I don't want to ruin the movie for you. If you have seen it, stick around. I mean, if you haven't seen it either, stick around. I'm not gonna say anything too wild. But the way that this movie is edited, the way that this movie is shot, there's so many moments where like Nikki, who's the girl that's obsessed with Bear, she's like standing in a corner and she's like in the dark and you can't see her face. You can't see her facial expression. You don't know what she's doing. And throughout the entire movie, she's making these weird facial expressions, but then when she's in the corner, you can't see her face at all. It's just kind of like blank. And it's like, I wonder what she's doing, And there would be scenes. The most haunting part or moment of the scene for me was when they were in bed. He literally is like trying to move and she's like screaming like stay or don't go or whatever, and it's just wild. She's acting crazy for a reason, like I said earlier, where he had this item he got from this magic store. And this isn't a trailer, this isn't like a huge spoiler or anything, but he got this one wish willow and he's just thinking that it's bullshit or whatever. And I don't even think that they said why he was in the store, or he just wanted to get her something like a charm or some shit. And he got the one wish willow or whatever, and then he was dropping her off. Since you could tell she's like, she likes him as a friend, but she doesn't want anything, more than that. So he drops her off at her house, and then he's just sitting in a car, and he's just like madly in love with this girl, with his friend, and then he just says like, I wish Nikki Freeman loved me, and then just or loved me more than anyone, and then broke the stick. And then like literally before she even gets in the house, she's just like standing right in front of her front door and just like that's when the shit gets crazy. And I think that's the movie poster. And yeah, that's all I'll say in terms of like spoilers. There's another crazy scene that happens when they're like in the car. Well, Bear is in the car with somebody else, and yeah, we see a brutal scene. Horror like is my favorite genre. I don't know if I said this in the past, but it's my favorite genre because I feel like, especially in terms of acting, like you're getting the actor's most flexible emotions. You're getting all types of emotions when you're watching a horror film. And I think that this movie kind of best, or not best, but is my most recent example of that. Yeah, to talk about Nikki's performance again, like she really channeled Toni Collette hereditary type of performance. And I think she even said it herself And Curry Barker said, I just saw in a video right now that like that's like his favorite horror movie of all time. Which is not like a wild take. I feel like that's a lot of people in his age bracket's favorite horror movie of all time. Commend him for that because this movie is like really, you can tell it's inspired, but it's not biting it. He did a phenomenal job, like not taking too much from it. Like what I just said about Nikki standing in a corner in the dark, you saw that with Annie in Hereditary, but it wasn't like, oh my God, he's stealing from it. Like, nah, it didn't bother me. Like you see that in horror movies all the time. You know what I'm saying? I just think that that was the biggest connection I pulled from Hereditary and Obsession, but the stories are completely different. The ending was incredible. I feel like that was the best way to wrap up a story like this. It didn't end happy. It's not supposed to end happy for anyone, basically. The editing style was great. Curry Barker, the way he edited this movie was phenomenal. The tone of this movie from the moment it started was insane, especially the things that happened with the cat and all that. It was just like, okay, they're really going there little by little. It was perfectly paced. I wasn't bored. It wasn't a slouch moment. I think this was the most fun I had in the theater all year so far. I had a fun time with Ready or Not too. Like I didn't think it was the best, but I still had a fun time watching it. Films like this are the reason why I love horror. I think this is the best horror movie of the year so far. I mean, Backroom is gonna come out in 2 weeks, so we'll see. But yeah, Curry Barker, he got one in him, bro. This one was actually insane. I'm gonna be thinking about this movie a lot. I'm actually gonna rewatch it really soon because it's just that good that I have to pay again to watch it. And yeah, you gotta support your young dudes, man. He's a YouTuber doing movies and stuff. YouTubers are killing the game because I think the two dudes that did Talk to Me, they were YouTubers. Talk to Me and Bring Her Back, they were YouTubers, and it's just insane. I think the dude that did Backrooms, I want to say he's a YouTuber too. I'm not sure, but yeah, and he's young too. I think he's like 20 or some shit. Like horror right now for the future, it's super bright. People are now coming back to horror, like the fans, they're coming back and realizing like it's not just, dumb slashers, which I love slashers. I think slashers are great and they're a foundation point, but I think there's so many levels and different versions of horror that it's not just a one trick pony. And I think more and more with these talented guys coming into the game and proving that, it makes the genre more interesting and people get invested more. So, especially with these stories. So, this movie gets a complete thumbs up, two thumbs up from me. I loved every second of it. Yeah, I'll be back again doing another video really soon. Let me know if y'all like these movie reviews. I mean, I know I didn't really break down because I don't want to spoil the movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to talk about the performances because I feel like that's a standout. Bear did a great job. I didn't talk about him enough. He did a great job. A light spoiler I'll say is, bruh, you did it all yourself. This was all on you, bruh. I'm sorry. I can't feel too bad. You're not the victim. People are painting him out to be the victim. He is not the fucking victim in this. I'm sorry. That's just my take. Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments. Bear did all himself. No justice for Bear. He did all himself, bro. That's all I gotta say for this. And I'll be back again with another video. And let me know if y'all like these, like I said before. And I'm out. Peace.